They say people won't like it if you don't got a good beat on it. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Today was a memorial service for the Honorable Nelson Mandela. He was one of the world's greatest leaders of our time. He was a living legend, the last of a dying breed. And as with all the world's greatest leaders, from Muhammad Gandhi to Martin Luther King to John F. Kennedy, the world began to mourn upon the news of his death. And then they began to celebrate what was his life. Everyone began to tell stories, began to sing songs, began to tell their favorite Nelson Mandela quotes. But yet we failed to do one thing. We continue to fail to embody what the greatest leaders of our time embodied. Their character, their tenacity, the drive for unity, the drive to be bigger than ourselves and to care about each other, the drive to change the world. We don't believe that we can make a difference. So we believe that there is never going to be another leader to make a difference. But if we were actually paying attention to what the greatest leaders were saying, like Muhammad Gandhi, we would know that if we want to change the world, we have to be the change that we want to see in the world. We would know that if we stand by and watch evil, we become an accomplice to it. We would know that we shouldn't ask what our country could do for us, but we should ask what we could do for our country. All of those things have the same underlying theme, and that teaches us that we must be the change that we want to see. That we have to decide that it's time to do what is right and to do what is fair. And it's time to embody what they have taught us is possible. For some reason, people always think that it's impossible until it's done. And they showed us that it's not impossible because it could be done. So as we sit here and we celebrate the lives of the greatest leaders of all time and the greatest leader of my time, it's our responsibility to not let them just turn into a legend, but to keep them as a living legend by embodying the values, the character, and the integrity which they stood for. So as we sit here and the world mourns for Nelson Mandela, let's remember what he actually stood for. Unity, empathy, tenacity, caring for others, and the action to get it done. Now it's time for you to keep the legend alive. You have been informed. Now get engaged.